I know for sure a lot of technicians, especially apprentices, find it very difficult to understand components. My name is Father Joe. Today's video, I'll be explaining everything one after the other. Please don't skip this video so that you will learn a lot. The first component I want to talk about today is called capacitor. I know that a lot of apprentices find it difficult to detect and know that this component is called capacitor. Let me show you something. Right here, this is called capacitor. Check this out. This is called capacitor. This one right here is called capacitor. This one right here is called capacitor. These are surface mount capacitor. This is not a deep pin capacitor. We have different types of capacitor. This one that you're seeing on this phone panel here is called surface mount capacitor. Surface mount means they mount it on top of this PCB. Let me show you something. Check this out. This is a capacitor. This one is called deep pin capacitor. This one have two long legs. You can see they put it through here and it come out in this side and they let it. The next thing is the meaning of a capacitor. I know for sure a lot of us technicians, especially apprentices, we find it difficult to understand, to know the meaning of a capacitor. Let me quickly explain the meaning of a capacitor. A capacitor is a device that stores electrical energy by accumulating electrical charge on two closely spaced surfaces that are insulated from each other. From the definition of a capacitor, you quickly understand and know that a capacitor is a device that stores electrical energy. Most of the surface mount capacitors are brown in color. Take note of this. Most of the surface mount capacitors are brown in color. The function of this capacitor here is to filter and smoothen voltage. Take for example, we have a fluctuating voltage. A voltage that is not stable is fluctuating. With the help of capacitor, it's going to make sure that the voltage is stable. Please, if you have questions, you are free to ask me. I want to answer a lot of questions. My dear technician, let me give you more explanation about capacitor. Capacitor stores and releases energy, helping to stabilize voltage and power. Capacitors also filter noise, ensuring that signals stay clean and clear. They are critical in signals processing and energy storage. My dear technician, if you have any question concerning this, you can let me know. Please, it's important. You can let me know. If you have any question about capacitors, you can let me know. My dear technician, the next thing is testing a capacitor to be sure whether they are working or not working. Let me show you how you can use a multimeter to test a capacitor to be sure whether they are working or not working. Right here, this is my multimeter. I want to use this multimeter to test the capacitor to be sure whether they are working or not working. I know for sure a lot of technicians find it difficult to detect and know that the capacitor is working or not working. So let me show you how you can use your multimeter to test it. Check this out. So this is positive and this is negative. Make sure that you set your multimeter to this diode sign. Check this out. Set it to this diode sign. This is a sign of a diode. This is continuity mode. Set it to continuity mode. Okay? After that, confirm whether it is connected, is working. Okay. So this is the panel. Check this out. So here we have capacitor. Here we have capacitor. Here we have capacitor. So let me zoom my camera for you guys to see. Okay, fine. Okay, good. Now, first thing, place the negative to the ground The next thing is for you to test the capacitor. Check this out. Have in mind that this capacitor is connected to other components on this phone PCB. Okay, so it's going to read with other components. What we are looking for here is to detect to know whether it's good or not. Okay, check this out. First thing, I place it here. Check this out. It's making a noise. It's making a noise. The noise means that this side is negative. Now, if I test this other side and it still make a sound, ping, just know that something is shorting. Either the capacitor or something else that this capacitor is connected to is shorting. You get my point now? I like saying this time with that number. If a capacitor is shorting, don't remove any capacitor you see. It might not be from the capacitor. It is from a component that the capacitor is connected to. You get my point now? Check this out. So let me test the positive side of it. Check the positive side. It's not reading. Check this out. It's not reading. It's not reading. Meaning that nothing is wrong with this capacitor. If something is wrong with the capacitor, both the two sides will be reading negative, meaning that something is shorting. It's going to make a sound like this, meaning that something is shorting. For you to be sure if the capacitor is good or not, you have a tools like workstation, blower. You want to be sure that the capacitor is good or not. You can easily detach the capacitor. I mean, you can remove the capacitor. Okay, let me look for a capacitor and remove. Let me remove this one. Check this out. So you can remove a capacitor like this. Okay, and test it. Okay, and test it like this for you to be sure whether it's working or not. Let me zoom out for you guys to see. Let me test the capacitor. 1, 2, ready and go. Check this out. It's not reading anything, meaning that the capacitor is good, nothing is wrong with it. But if the capacitor make a sound, beep, continuously, it's making a sound, just know that the capacitor is not good, it's shorting. My technician, if you have any question concerning this, please let me know. So this is how you can be able to use your multimeter to test a capacitor to be sure whether it's good or not. Check this out. This is the capacitor. Nothing's wrong with it. Let's continue. Now, let me jump over to types of capacitor. Types of surface mount capacitor. We have two types. We have the polarized capacitor and we also have the non-polarized capacitor. Check the screen right now. This capacitor is called polarized capacitor. This capacitor have positive and negative. And this type of capacitor store charges than a non-polarized capacitor. A non-polarized capacitor store less charge. Please, if you don't understand, you can let me know. A non-polarized capacitor store less charge than a capacitor that have positive and negative. This one that I'm showing you right now, this one is called non-polarized capacitor. This capacitor does not have positive and negative. Check this out. This capacitor does not have positive and negative. So they are called non-polarized capacitor. A capacitor that have positive and negative is called polarized capacitor. Please, if you have any question, you're free. Let me know in the comment section if you have any question. My dear technician, that is all for capacitor today. On my next video, I'll be talking about diode. What is diode? How you can identify diode. Okay, I'll be talking about every component one after the other. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. My name is Father Joe. I love you all.